Everybody in Marvel Rivals wants some form of representation, whether it's the tanks wanting more meat shields, the duelists wanting more dive monkeys, or the strategists wanting more heal bots. But there's one form of representation we are all seemingly forgetting about, which begs the question, why does every black character in Marvel Rivals suck?
Gave opinions, wasn't needed. Came clutch with a buzzer beater. Beast feast and he needs to beat. Whatever's left, let the buzzers eat it. Quick with it, clean record. Mayweather, undefeated. He came and he saw and he conquered. I got a slay at the concert. You know the story, the tortoise in here. You want the glory, your nose in the air. I couldn't care less about your money, phone, and your pair of shoes and your side hose.
What's good, nieces and nephews? Big Unk, Chaos, here to give you all my thoughts and opinions on why every black character in Marvel Rivals sucks. If you want to show your Unk some respect, then drop that like, let me know in the comment section some other topics you're interested in, and if you could, hype the video. Absolutely helps out a lot. Now, I know you're all wondering, why am I playing White Fox while complaining about black characters in Marvel Rivals? Well, the answer is simple, and it's because every black character in Marvel Rivals sucks. Look, there's a Black Widow right there. Even she swapped off and she decided he wasn't the move. All jokes aside, let's run it down and talk about some of the worst characters in the game. Blade is a supposed jack of all trades, but I'm not even giving him jack. I might give him like a 7. If this is a game of cards, he'd be like a 7, you know? I mean, not great, but not a terrible hand in blackjack, but certainly not a jack of all trades because he gets beat out in basically every category. It seems like, unlike most characters, he never got the shine he initially deserved. Storm is another character I feel like they have no idea what they want to do with her. For a while, the flyer meta was so oppressive, and the combinations between the Jeff NATO and the Storm fire spin, whatever, it definitely made it a lot harder for people to play a Storm because she was getting banned a lot. And then when the community finally corrected that mistake, unfortunately, that led to her being overcorrected, which we saw with quite a few different characters. Johnny's still in a pack, and he's the closest thing we got to like the Eminem of the community. He's cool, he's a cool white boy, like a hipster. I think me and him would have been homies back in the day, but then we go in and take a good look at Black Panther, everyone's favorite tickle monster, and it seems like every season he just gets feast or famine. I remember season 0.5 when Black Panther was actually pretty dang impressive, and a lot of my homies like playing him. And now it just seems like every season they're alternating between giving him a buff, a nerf, a pseudo buff. Like they're constantly incrementally boosting him up. Now, some of you are probably wondering already, okay, Unk, why does this matter? Why you mad about black characters? Well, here's why it matters, nephew. Because representation is allegedly important. Look how much of the Snow Bunny madness pandemic we got going on right now. I mean, we have more good blonde-haired, blue-eyed women characters in the game than we've got viable black characters. And I'm sorry, I want to play as a nigga sometimes. I know that's gonna sound crazy, but here's the truth. A lot of you furries like to play as Jeff and Rocket, and no one judges y'all. And of course, I know a bunch of you think you're Spider-Man. You are not Peter Parker. I mean, shoot, you might, I mean, hell, I'd be happy with an alternative version. Like, look at that. Why can't Spider-Man have an alternative version for like Miles Morales? Think about how cool that would be. Now, tell me there's a Lady Loki skin. I think that more representation like that would give us, some more people to play with, because I liked Blade. When he first came out, he was hyped. I think that NetEase was doing a much better job with anticipating characters with the way they had him out. I thought it was very cool how they went out of their way to actually, tease him for a while. And the way they did it was so unique that everyone was so hyped and they were expecting him to have this crazy rollout. But I mean, shoot, he was probably one of the closest, I wouldn't even call him balanced, but like weakest, I guess, rollouts we've seen in a minute. Another example, Ultron. Ultron's weak as hell. He had one mediocre season, and now y'all probably thinking, Ultron's not black. What you talking about? What do niggas like to do? They like to jump. I say that as a proud nigga. They like to jump. And guess what? Ultron jumps with his ultimate. You never thought of that. And before anyone goes upside their head about, oh, you saying NetEase is racist and all these things. No, nobody's saying that. But I am saying there's an agenda here where certain characters being nuts and other people being buns. I mean, they're butts, butt cheeks here. Even the furries get some representation. You got the edgelords with Scarlet. You got Squirrel Girl, again, another furry. What about the niggas? When is it our turn to shine? When is it our turn to flex on the haters? I want to be able to have a Black History Month team. Shoot, get us Luke Cage in this bitch. I'm just saying, we gotta have one rollout one rollout where a nigga is the most busted character in the game. Cause the best black character I can even think of is Venom. And I don't even think he should count. Eddie's definitely blonde in most of the comics and and Caucasian. He is not a nigga. But like Venom could say nigga, and I don't think anybody would be upset about it. I think everyone would understand. They'd be cool with it. I wouldn't mind. I mean, shoot, who's gonna stop him anyways? So what does Unc think we should do? All right, well, for starters here, on a serious note, here's some ways I think we can improve each of them. I think Storm needs a speed increase for her movement. I think she needs a little bit more health, and I think they need to lower her damage and make her an actual supportive character. Think of it this way, she already has a busted ultimate when it's done. You can make her ultimate her most powerful element, and she could focus on like a dual kind of support, kind of DPS, like a hybrid, because think about it, she does buff the team with her AoE, which does kind of put some validity on why they can't make her too strong. But in the same way, we're going to say that Mr. Fantastic is a hybrid, or I guess flex, tank. Storm could be a flex strategist, or flex support. She does offer some support in that value, make her overall output possibly lower, make her ult stronger, and make her support elements higher. I mean, if we want to go that route, she's supposed to be an Omega level mutant. But not everyone's got to just be a damage dealer. There's ways to apply your Omega levelness. Maybe she got some more crowd control effects. Hell, give her a tornado that surrounds the enemy and makes it so they can't see, blind them. Give her a team up like that. I think that'd be amazing. Black Panther. I think Black Panther simply needs to go back to season 0. The cooldown is ridiculous. You've got so many characters with better mobility. Blade. Sorry, not Blade. My bad. I almost counter corrected myself there. You've got Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil's a great example. Magic, Spider-Man. Hell, even some of the other dive characters that aren't necessarily, DPS. I'd say White Fox can dive a little bit better than Blade. Sorry, not Blade, than Black Panther. And I think that's because later on they realized how strong they made some of these people, and now they don't want to go through the whole this character's weak forever approach. I've already kind of discussed White Fox and how she kind of got overtuned, so I'm not going to go into that. I am enjoying playing her a lot, but that's just how I feel. And with Blade, he just needs to buff his stats. Overall, he just needs a stat increase to his damage. I don't think his kit's as boring as people are saying. But I think if you went that approach, you'd give them a chance to actually shine in the community without always feeling like they're just never viable or a throw pick. Black Widow, she just needs to be a strategist. I've been saying that for a minute, but nobody agrees. Regardless, it's been real. I've been Unc, y'all been y'all. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. But if you want more information or more videos from me, be sure to let me in the comment section. And huge shout out to me, by the way, because I did get MVP in this game. I kind of showed my shit here. So drop a like if you liked some amazing gameplay from your best White Fox in the multiverse.